You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Days of Our Lives fans. This is Soap Dirt on YouTube. We have got your latest edition of Days of Our Lives comings and goings, all the latest casting news that you need for the NBC-Peacock Soap Opera that you love. If you haven't already, reach down, click that subscribe button so you get updates whenever we post new Days of Our Lives videos on casting news, spoilers, everything you want to know about your favorite soap opera. Now, let's dig in and find out who's coming and who's going from Days of Our Lives in the next week. The first thing to know is we are going to see a guy named Yuri, no less name that we've seen on the official spoilers, and he is played by reality star Josh Flagg, who is known for $1 million listings. He is a high-powered realtor, and he shows up on May 12th. He's going to be in scenes with Alex Kiriakis and Stephanie Johnson. If you remember last week, Maggie got a call saying that Victor was heading to Greece to see his son Beau Brady, who has been shot and is in a coma. And Alex encouraged his Aunt Maggie Horton to go meet Victor there. She finally agreed when Alex assured her that he could man the helm at Titan Industries in her absence. The problem is there's this big deal pending, and it's with this guy, Yuri. And she let Alex know how important this deal was and that she was relying on him. And he said, "You can count on me, Auntie." She's left him. And we'll see on Friday their big meeting. Alex brings Stephanie along, and it looks like he blows it. It should be a whole lot of fun to see how Josh Flagg choose the scenery and how this role goes. He's in this weekly promo. If you check our Days of Our Lives spoilers playlist, you can see our video on the promo, watch the promo, see more about it. It looks like he is going to really be riding Alex hard. Alex, in fact, does not close the deal, and it looks like Maggie fires him because he dropped the ball. So look for Josh Flagg from $1 Million Listing to be in and out pretty quickly as Yuri. Also, in case you didn't know it, Beau Brady and Hope Brady are done. They're done. Their scenes are over. Their last air dates were April 28th. If you were hoping that Beau Brady was going to wake up from that coma and he and Hope were going to ride off in the sunset, it's not happening. That's certainly what I was hoping for when I heard Beau and Hope were back, because it's like, oh, this is great. They're going to be the super couple again. And then, he was ready to shoot her, kick her off a cliff. And right as she got through to him, right as he cracked and said, "Fancy face," and she knew she'd gotten him back, of course, that's when their son, Sean Brady, shot him. So it's really sad. It's also sad that they just ushered them out with no fanfare. No fanfare. Beau and Hope are gone. They're done. They made such a big deal of them coming back. NBC had, Days of Our Lives official Twitter account was doing a countdown. They had all these pictures of them that made it look like they were going to be a couple, and they're not. So we're left with Beau in a coma and Hope at his bedside. What I'm truly hoping is that they are going to do a Days of Our Lives Beyond Salem Chapter 3, and that we are going to see Beau wake up from his coma and Hope there, and then we've got Sierra and Ben and the grandbabies, and that's what my fingers are crossed for, that Chapter 3 of Beyond Salem is some closure for the fans on Beau and Hope's story, because right now they're just gone and there's no closure. I don't know about you guys, but I feel let down. Like, I have been waiting for more scenes, even though I knew they weren't coming. I just was like, oh, this feels like a loose thread hanging, right? All right. And we're also going to find out who has hold of Kate Roberts. Her captor is Dimitri von Leuschner, played by Peter Porte, I believe, Porte. He was also in Days of Our Lives Beyond Salem Chapter 2, and now we've got him back. Kate recognized him, and he has got her on his boat, and we will find out what his plans are. Meanwhile, the forces are rallying to find her. Word has spread that Kate is alive, and that's because they pulled that chip out of Beau's brain, and they were able to watch it like it was a DVR, and sure enough, he didn't shoot Kate, and she scurried off, but they don't know where she is now. They do get a hint at her location next week, and everybody descends. Right now, it's Chad Demara, Steve Johnson, and Harris Michaels who are leading the search for Kate. And it looks like they get closer, according to official NBC soap spoilers for the week of May 8th through 12th. Also confirmed, but not showing up until this fall, is comedy legend Dick Van Dyke. He works at he works out at the same gym that Drake Hogestyn works out, and he asked him to see if they'd get him a part at Days, and sure enough, they did. So it's always exciting to see the legendary Dick Van Dyke. He is going to play an amnesiac who has scenes with Dr. Marlena Evans and her husband, John Black. Also, in case you didn't know it, Camila Banus is done at Days of Our Lives. This is also a video that you can see on our Days of Our Lives playlist. We dedicated an entire video to why Camila is leaving as Gabi, what's next, when are her last air dates. The thing to know is that she's already done filming. Her shooting schedule wrapped up at the end of April, I believe, but because they shoot 6 months ahead, it looks like her final scenes are going to air in October. Maybe they can stretch them out to get them to November sweeps if that's something they're concerned about, but she decided she wanted to work on the next phase of her life. She wants to start a family, wants to have a baby, and so she needed to step away because the shooting schedule wasn't flexible enough, and she said she was just ready for her next chapter, and she felt like that when the show moved from network TV over to streaming, that was a sign that she should think about what she wanted to do next, and she has, and she's out. If you love Gabi Hernandez, this is kind of heartbreaking. The big question is, would they recast this role? Because she has such a distinctive flair, and Camila has such great chemistry with Brandon Barish. She had great chemistry with Tyler Christopher. There's just, she could have great chemistry with wallpaper. She's fantastic, but she is going to be gone. We'll have to wait and see if they're going to recast her. I mean, they recast Abigail Deveraux because for a while there we had Marcy Miller, and then we had Kate Mansi, and then we had Marcy Miller again. So it's not that Days of Our Lives is unwilling to recast people. They are. So far, we haven't heard anything about a new Gabi, but if we get an inkling of that, we will definitely let you know. And speaking of Kate Mansi, who of course played Abigail Deveraux before Marcy Miller returned to the role, Kate Mansi has landed a choice role over at General Hospital. She is going to be the new Christina Corinthos. If you don't watch General Hospital, Christina is the daughter of the big mob boss over on the show. She's not herself a mobster. She manages a local pub. She's a really fun character. She has decided she's sexually fluid, but she hasn't had a romance in a while. And then they just revealed that actress Lexi Ainsworth is leaving and Kate Mansi is on contract in the role. So we have to assume that they are going to give her a front burner storyline. If you also watch General Hospital, be sure to watch for her because her first appearances as Christina will be the week of May 22nd. That's all of our Days in Our Lives casting news. If you haven't already, reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our spoilers update, casting news, everything you need to know about your NBC-Peacock soap. And again, we're heading into this second week of soaps, and Days of Our Lives has so much ramping up right now. Now is not the time to miss any episodes, so be sure to watch on Peacock. If you're still not sure how to do it, head over to soapdirt.com, and we have a detailed article about how to get your Peacock account set up, how to get it for free so you don't have to pay to watch your favorite soap opera. There's a ton of tips. We have screenshots to walk you through it. If you just haven't taken the time or haven't figured it out yet, we can help you out.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.